Here we go. Load the semi with corn to do.
Yeah.
Just like Cole the Corn Star.
Said that Iran might be, quote, taken out. We have business at 23 and 53
Mama,
Bloomberg Newsroom.
I love you.
1059 WBDS.
You see me?
Bringing the very latest traffic and weather together.
What? You see me? Got you an AK, Mama.
And I'm a widow. My husband Ryan was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds.
Now you're living in high on the hog with his insurance.
100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just breathe.
Get your free quote.
It's like nostalgia.
Ethos.com.
No, this one over the last 2 years too.
On my health questions required. Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. It's Chuck McDowell, definitely not an apartment.
Nostalgia cassette.
So what's up? You had to find something.
Remember that futuristic building on
Keep the facts. Call me and I'll bring you a and all your options.
And 2 years later, he come by and said, we're going to basically been in 20 years.
I've been burned before.
All the taxes and everything they did.
Turned out I had a type.
They're knocking that all down now. I still think that's
I thought ordering from great restaurants at work had to be complicated, but then they had to prepare. So many options, so flexible, and when I ordered for 50 people freaking and without going over budget, oh, I knew I found the person.
Hey, Ma.
I wanted to do life and fast fashion. There's a difference between liking help and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals.
It's great, Mama.
So when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually
Because
move
everything
into
else
and call
is that,
home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Can't we be like you in Mexico with colors?
Always live on the free Odyssey app. At 2:58, an update now on traffic and weather together.
Thou hast shall sing the Lord's song. Shh.
I was reading a post from Chuck Mahone, who's driving the smart towns concept about taking like places like Rolling
Very cool.
where you've got the strip there on Kirchhoff and how to make it more customer friendly. And West Chalmers, Wisconsin, is one of the finalists in redeveloping the area on a slow budget.
Really, I don't hear this sound.
Instead of going with the big businesses that, well, we'll put bigger roads in here and big malls, big projects that they don't make big money at. They decided to stay small town concept. kept the small businesses there. They said for the square footage, like the frontage, the town is earning more property tax revenue than if they had offered a big box store, a 5-year waiver on sales and property taxes, and then have them go out of business or shut down the place and maybe close down. And yeah, they've got pawn shops and little mom and pop stores and bodegas, but they have a high turnover of viable businesses that come in and out, and the property tax base is pretty consistent, so they haven't had to push raising property taxes on anybody.
That's true.
And they've gone from an industrial city to more of a we're building the town on 40-year concept. I'll give that to our town. They seem to make a lot of effort in developing businesses that are beneficial to the neighborhood. Except I still laugh by the Dunkin' Donuts there. I said all they need is a pawn shop right now. You've got Dunkin' Donuts, you've got Daisy's, slot machines, you've got a Cutlery, a Big Shot, and a donut shop.
Oh, that's something. Oh, no.
So I'll cut this in strips and then braise the peppers and onions and open the chicken and make the chicken takes up the heat. With an individual side of mashed potatoes.
Cassette
Familiar
tape.
presence was back on TV screens this morning. Savannah Guthrie was back at NBC's Today Show anchor desk for the first time since her mother's disappearance more than 2 months ago.
Good morning. Welcome to today on this Monday morning. We are so glad you started your week with us, and it is good to be home.
Yes, it is good to have you back at home. Guthrie has said it's hard to go forward not knowing what happened to her 84-year-old mother Nancy since she was reported missing from her Arizona home February 1st. Jim Trusula, CBS News.
An investigation finds those 9 backcountry skiers killed in the deadliest avalanche in modern California history back in February.
University of Mississippi, Mama.
Rain when safer routes were available. On Wall Street,
Next to us, Mama.
with stocks modestly up across the board. This
Yeah, I
is
know.
CBS News.
I know what they're doing here.
What is going on?
What's going on here? Great storytelling starts here.
Oh, come on.
It's time for 60 Minutes. Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station. News Radio 1059 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
3:03, another Monday, the 6th day of April. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Lisa Fielder. We have, let's see, partly sunny skies for the most part. Still feeling chilly though. 49 degrees at O'Hare and along the lakefront. West winds gusting at 26 miles an hour. High near 50 today. Still cold through tomorrow. Looks like we're not warming up again until at least midweek. The AccuWeather 5-day forecast coming up at 3:15. But first at 3, she made national headlines as a victim of a wrongful police raid. Today, Anjanette Young joined lawmakers at an Illinois House Committee meeting as she pushed to ban no-knock warrants in the state.
You call me, Ma?
Mallory Warbroker with our top story.
Huh?
Senator would ban no-knock warrants
Oh.
being issued for simple possession of a controlled substance and would require law enforcement officers to wait 30 seconds before entering a home. Anjanette Young, a victim victim of a wrongful Chicago police raid in 2019. Social lawmakers alongside advocates at a subject matter hearing in Springfield.
Right now, the culture of our country is in a difficult place. Communities are hurting.
Hey, Ma.
People are losing faith in systems that
When's my son's job at the
In
hospital?
favor of the legislation and celebrate
Huh?
with the Illinois State Rifle
Yeah?
Association.
These warrants are dangerous. These warrants cause problems. These warrants cause death.
The subject matter hearing also discussed the cost of wrongful raids on taxpayers with Chicago in mind and would prevent officers from pointing guns at anyone under the age of 18. Mallory
Yeah, let me see your
News
ID.
Radio 105.9 WBBM. President Trump's comments over the weekend over Iran still stinging with some deep concerns and very strong comments. WBBM's Brandon Eisen has checked in with some Iranian Americans here in the Chicago area to gauge reaction.
You'll be living in hell. That's a quote from one of President Trump's posts on social media over the weekend concerning opening the Strait of Hormuz, beginning with threats to begin bombing major infrastructure in Iran if a deadline goes unmet for
Recording.
opening the strait. In Chicago, through Iranian Americans, all with civilian
Record
families,
to
friends, some even with a
YouTube,
life back in
yes.
Iran. We find that Iranians are, as the president said in a speech today, willing to suffer for their freedom.
It is kind of misleading.
Jihad Kiamanesh, co-founder of Chicago for Iran, tells us that it's more complicated than that.
So by threatening to hurt their life and their livelihood, United States and Israel are going to lose their support among Iranians.
Kiamanesh and other Iranian Americans in Chicago we speak with seem to agree that communication is critical, saying that the best immediate support
I
for
do.
civilians in Iran would come in the form of internet access. Here's Saba Niyaki.
That's the only way that we can hear anything else outside of the
Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Like there are plenty of for sale signs on downtown office buildings these days.
Samsung.
Began around
West.
14% of downtown Chicago's office space was vacant. By the end of last year, that number jumped to 28.6%, its highest level ever. Of course, a lot of those properties have been empty for at least 3 years.
There you go.
More and more companies shift to remote work. Others are choosing to move their headquarters
so
to
it's
quieter
going
areas, lower rent payments. The report also suggests plummeting property values are scaring off many
Burp your engines.
investors. Andy Day, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Meantime, costs for health insurance through the state's marketplace going up, but not as much as feared. The 26% average increase is not as bad as the 78% hike state regulators had projected without Congress approving larger subsidies of the Affordable Care Act. The Tribune reports the state says it saw a nearly 4% decrease in people signing up for health insurance through the new Get Covered Illinois. The paper says that's also better when compared to the national decline of 5%. The average Illinoisan on the exchange will spend $328 a month on premiums for their household. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM. In Crete, a woman accused of killing her boyfriend and his parents is due in court today. Jenna Strobel allegedly shot and killed her boyfriend.
Tough video, Mama.
For children, police say she shot him after giving him a massage.
I don't think she actually gave him a massage.
Eh.
Just my opinion.
Beautiful. Right? Wait, Mama. I want to help you get out, okay? Let me help you get out. Wait, hold on. Hey, Mama. Yeah. Can I close the door for you, Mama?
Yes.
Okay. Here, Ma. I got the key. I know how to get in. Watch. Want me to see my trick? Want to see my trick? Watch. It's locked. Nope. Here you go. Oh, ladies first, sorry. Ladies first. Look who's watching Bobo, Mama. Sam.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'll pull the one that's sticking out of it.
Hey, Ma? You go to the bathroom for me, too?
What?
You go to the bathroom for me, too? Roku. Come through, love. Get the batteries, okay? Hey, Ma? What are you doing now? Alright. You didn't take a nap? Wise. It's hard to see the display on here, you know? Can't tell if it's loading or loading.
I stood stock still in the kitchen while my mother read the note.
You do? Watch Steve Lato? When? I'm gonna watch it. You know? Attorneys keep ignoring the dangers of AI in court, you know?
You ever wake up after a perfect day of eating clean? You trained, you ate your protein like you're supposed to, you slept great, but that one layer of belly fat just still isn't budging. You might even feel like it got worse. So you tell yourself, well, it must be the hormones. And frankly, you'd be right, but not in the way that most